I'm at Fisher & Paykel Healthcare's Auckland headquarters today, and I'm joined by their CEO, Mike Daniell. Mike, to kick things off, today we're faced with an ageing population, increased obesity rates. How are you guys helping to make these healthcare systems cheaper?
Well, our business is all about improving care and outcomes for patients, and the biggest cost in healthcare is labour, the cost of caregivers, doctors, nurses and the like. So if we can help improve efficiency of care and effectiveness of care, we can help reduce costs for healthcare. And the most important thing and the most helpful thing we can do is help keep patients at home wherever possible, or if they end up in the hospital, to help keep them in a lower cost care setting. So reduce the time they're in intensive care and move them into the ward and then out of the hospital as quickly as possible.
And around 80% of your revenue now comes from these consumable products. What kind of effect does that have on your growth prospects and strategy?
Because the labour is the biggest cost in healthcare, hospitals like to have a nice, new, clean set of consumables to use with each patient, and also in the home, of course, items wear out and patients need new ones. What that means is that once we place a unit, the hardware item, we get a very long-term stream of consumables from that. So it drives growth as our install base grows, and it also creates quite a high degree of certainty for a big chunk of our revenue each year.
And Fisher & Paykel Healthcare has experienced kind of stellar, solid growth over the last 10 years, despite battling the hurdle of the strong New Zealand dollar. What have you got in the pipeline to keep this growth alive?
Well, our R&D teams are very busy at present developing what we think is probably the biggest range of new products in our history. We have new products coming over the next couple of years right across the business in every category.
And lastly, Mike, you've been CEO of the company since 2001. What piece of advice would you give to a company who's got ambitions of one day listing on the NZX?
Well, of course, the most important thing is to have a great business and then to be able to explain very clearly what your opportunities are and how you're going to execute on those.